A class action lawsuit filed this week details the horrific, years-long sexual abuse of incarcerated women at the California Institution for Women, CIW, by Dr. Scott Lee, a 70-year-old gynecologist. The 6 women plaintiffs allege that Lee, who served as the sole gynecologist at CIW from 2016 to 2023, subjected them to repeated sexual harassment and physical abuse, masquerading his actions under the pretense. The complaint paints a chilling picture of systematic abuse, describing the acts as horrific and sadistic, highlighting the egregious breach of trust inherent in the physician-patient relationship, particularly within the vulnerable confines of a correctional facility. The lawsuit further alleges that prison officials possessed knowledge of Dr. Lee's predatory behavior for years, yet failed to take any meaningful action to prevent further harm, thereby creating an environment of complicity and enabling the abuse to continue unchecked. This inaction represents a profound moral and legal failing, a dereliction of duty to protect the incarcerated population under their care. The consequences of this systemic negligence are devastating and far-reaching, leaving lasting physical and psychological trauma on them. The gravity of the situation is underscored by the recent conviction of Gregory Rodriguez, a former guard at another California state women's prison, on 64 counts of sexual abuse against incarcerated women. Rodriguez's years-long campaign of abuse mirrors the pattern of predatory behavior seen in Dr. Lee's case, raising serious questions about the pervasiveness of sexual abuse within California's correctional system. A 2023 Guardian investigation revealed that the prison administration received reports of Rodriguez's misconduct as early as 2014, yet instead of promptly addressing the issue and removing him from his position of power, they chose to punish the victims, further victimizing them and silencing their voices. This blatant disregard for the safety and well-being of incarcerated women underscores a systemic failure to protect vulnerable populations and to. The case highlights the urgent need for comprehensive reform within the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation to prevent future instances of abuse and to ensure that victims are supported and believed. This lawsuit follows a significant scandal at a federal women's prison in California, which was ultimately closed in the wake of widespread reports of rampant abuse by correctional officers, including the former warden. These recurring instances of abuse within various correctional facilities across the state paint a deeply troubling picture of a system rife with vulnerabilities and systemic failures. The pattern of abuse, coupled with the repeated failure of authorities to address these issues promptly and effectively, suggests a profound lack of oversight and accountability within the system. The allegations against Dr. Lee only came to light due to the tireless advocacy and collective organizing efforts of the incarcerated residents themselves, highlighting the critical role of inmate activism in exposing and combating systemic injustice. Colby Lentz, an advocate with the California Coalition for Women Prisoners, a plaintiff in the lawsuit, emphasized the importance of this grassroots organizing in bringing these horrific acts to light and initiating the legal process to seek justice. The coalition's involvement underscores the urgent need for continued advocacy and systemic reforms to protect the rights and safety of incarcerated women and to prevent such egregious abuses of power from occurring again. The sheer scale of the alleged abuse, coupled with the years of inaction by prison officials, makes this case a landmark opportunity to address systemic issues of sexual assault within the California prison system. The long-term implications of this lawsuit extend far beyond the individual victims, potentially leading to widespread changes in policies, procedures, and training protocols designed to prevent future instances of sexual abuse within correctional facilities.